Okay, so I'm just out doing my cardio. It's rest day today, so it was Sunday, cheat day for food, but gym yesterday. So we've got Monday rest day, and Tuesday is, I can't remember, but I'll let you know tomorrow. So at the moment, on rest days, I try and do cardio, and my favourite form of cardio is walking. So I'm killing a few birds with one stone at the moment. We're getting sunlight in the eyes, because that helps regulate circadian rhythm and sleep. We're down the beach, and we're barefoot. I've been feeling quite ungrounded recently. When trying to make videos, it's sort of apparent you can see yourself and how your demeanour is and how you come across. And it's just, I've noticed it for a while anyway. I'm very ungrounded. I'm adding in things like yoga, meditation, walking barefoot on the beach to try and become more grounded and more sort of relaxed and calm. And trying to quieten the mind as well, because your mind sort of races. You can't focus on one train of thought at a time. But so, in terms of how to lose weight and build muscle, something that I would prioritise, this is kind of like it's not the main thing. Well, it is the main thing, but it's not the sexy thing to focus on, but sleep. So I've just started, I've known about like how to optimise sleep and the importance of sleep for a while, but the last sort of few nights I've really prioritised it, and you just feel so much better. Sleep improves everything, mental health, physical health. So the key thing that's improved my sleep recently is, I asked my friend, because he's like better at everything than me, so I just asked him how he does it. And I think I asked him this a while ago, implemented it, it worked really well, and then stopped doing it for some strange reason. But we tend to do that, find something that works and then don't do it. But the thing I implemented was, I just asked him, I was like, what do you do immediately before you go to sleep and before you go to bed and fall asleep? And he was like, I spend half an hour not focusing on anything, like any tasks that I've got to achieve. And then as soon as he's sort of lying down in bed, don't have any thoughts. So you're not planning the next day or reflecting on the current day. It's just no thoughts at all. And I haven't had dreams in a long time. And there's a book, I'll link it in the description if I remember, or throw it up on screen. And he sort of says that there's power in dreaming. Dreaming sort of regulates your mind and fixes any issues in the mind. So mental health is going to improve if you dream. And I haven't dreamt in a long time. And since I've been doing the no thoughts before sleep thing, I've had dreams every night. And you just wake up feeling like clearer mind. So yeah, you're going to want to prioritise sleep. But in terms of losing weight and building muscle, I don't think it's necessary to add large amounts of cardio. I'm just adding it in because on the rest day, I've sort of got the hour. And I like the habit of going to the gym for that hour. So I'm trying to keep consistent with my routine. So I just do cardio. I like walking. You get to get the sunlight in your eyes, get out in nature. So I add the cardio. And then on the gym days, in terms of building muscle, you want to keep it brief, intense and infrequent. These are sort of like Mike Mentzer tenets, and I tend to agree with them. So I do sort of 4 or 5 exercises, 1 set per exercise, 1 heavy set. So you do 1 warm-up, 1 heavy, and then that's your gym for the day. So you're only in there for like 45 minutes. But that's enough. And then the other side of it is food. what you're eating for that day and whether you're in a calorie surplus or a deficit. So at the moment I've sort of changed my mission and my goals. So I'm actually in a surplus most days, so I feel a lot better in the gym. I feel a lot stronger. But on rest days, I'm having basically keto. So I think today all I'm going to eat is beef, mince, eggs and bacon. And I'll probably have the same for each meal. I've had breakfast and it was absolutely beautiful. So I'll show you my 3 meals. 9 a.m. breakfast, 12 o'clock lunch, 3 o'clock dinner. Probably all be the same. I might even throw up what calories it's got in it, just so you can get an idea. But where it's a rest day, I'm not fueling intensity with carbs. This is all protein and fat. As far as I know, I'll have to check eggs. And then on days that I want to train, so at the moment it's Tuesday, I keep looking down because I'm walking on stones and it like wrecks your feet. Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. On those days I'll add fruit to add glycogen to the muscles. So this is another Mike Mensa thing. In a clip I heard, he said that your muscles essentially run on sugar. So I don't know, but I like to stay keto on rest days and eat carbs in the form of fruit on gym days. So that's the plan. But yeah, we're getting that sun in. Where is it? Yeah. My mate said I should do a whole video just on me walking on stones. I think it's called reflexology, where you massage your feet, and it's in ancient Chinese medicine where you've got meridians that run through your whole body. So you can like push a point on your sole of your foot and it will do something to your liver, or push another point and it will do something to like your pancreas or something. It all is a bit bro sciencey and I don't really understand it, but where we wear shoes all the time, your sole of your foot is never getting stimulated in the way that it does when you're walking like this. So the sole's just flat all the time. So when you walk barefoot, especially on things like this, which are quite painful, it's essentially like getting a foot massage, so you get extra benefit. Look at that. And you get to look at that while you do it. So an hour walk cardio for today, and then that's it. Gym tomorrow. So I'm going to walk down to that end point down there and then put my trainers back on and then walk home, and then that's it. I just spotted this bird's picking up like mussels or something and then throwing them at the floor to get the little mussel out. It's well clever. I've just remembered what I was going to talk about in this video. So it's funny how it comes to you, ideas come back when you're just walking. And I've taken the hat off, so that's probably made a difference. I was going to talk about managing expectations. So it's easy if you're a young dude coming up in sort of the fitness industry, like looking at the main guys and influencers, it seems like you're going to get freakishly big by just hitting the gym and eating a bunch of food. And it doesn't sort of occur to you naturally that the majority of people you're seeing are all on steroids. You just assume that you work hard in the gym and you're going to look like that. And I'm not knocking steroids. I think if you have a goal and you're driven to achieve a certain thing, as a man or a woman, you just got to do what you have to succeed. So if you want to be a bodybuilder, you weigh up the options of how big do I want to get, and if I want to get massive, then I've got to take steroids. There are side effects to doing that. Am I willing to do it? Yes or no? And that's fine. That's everyone's entitled to do, like, make the sacrifices they have to make to get the goals they want. But this isn't sort of openly stated. So you might look at someone like Sam Sulek, and I think his videos are very beneficial and he's a net positive. But you might look at him and think, oh, I think he's like 21, so he's ridiculously young, absolutely freakishly massive. You think, oh, if I do the same workouts as him, I'm going to get the same results. But if you're completely natural, then you're not. You're just not. I mean, you might if you're a genetic freak. But, so it's worth bearing in mind that you've got to limit expectations depending on what you're willing to do. And it's good to like find somebody that's a similar height and weight as you and sort of look to see what you could build your physique into. But it's very difficult. So normally you'd look at sort of Hollywood actors and YouTube influencers, but it's very difficult to find people that aren't on gear or even on TRT. Testosterone replacement therapy is still going to enhance somebody in a different way than just being natural. So finding somebody natural to look up to, and then if you want to do trend, then jump on, do you know what I mean? But that's a decision you've got to make, and you've got to be real with your expectations of what you can achieve naturally if you are natural, because that's just body dysmorphia at that point, isn't it? If you're trying to become freakishly massive naturally, it's not going to happen. A few guys that I like to look at for like inspiration and to see what I could achieve naturally are Elliot Hulse. He's a strong man, but he's done steroids in the past and he's done TRT, but for the most part he's natural and he's stocky as fuck. He's well built, and I think that's doable. That's just years and years of hard work. Troy Casey is not a bodybuilder. He's just like a healthy dude who's gonna live for forever. He's longevity, and that's an attainable physique. Then you've got Cole Robinson's another good one, Paul Saladino and Paul Check. They're all worth looking at if you're natural. And then of course you've got me, the epitome of the peak male physique, all natural, baby. Who's going to carry the boats and the logs? This has just occurred to me on the steroids thing. I just thought of this. I remember having the conversation with my buddy when Liver King became like popular and he was trending in the beginning and he was denying doing steroids. I remember saying to my mate, do you reckon Liver King's on steroids? Because I just assumed, because he was saying he wasn't, that he wasn't. And he just laughed. He was like, yeah, of course, like they're all on steroids. And it was that point that I realised most people are probably naive like me, and they're like, oh, unless they're outright saying they're on steroids or they're like absolutely massive. I mean, Liver King is absolutely massive, so then I just assumed they're not. But I think it's safer if you're new to the fitness thing. I think it's safer to assume they're on steroids rather than not. And you'll probably like look at the guys I've just said and go, oh, they just look like average dudes. Yeah, no shit. That's just what you can achieve with normal hormones running through your veins, do you know what I mean? So steroids are not the norm, but they appear to be when you're exposed to a bunch of influencers all doing them. So yeah, just limit your expectations.